Hello! The purpose of this screencast is to give you an overview of the independent reading journal, something you are starting today. Out of this one sentence summary, you will get the purpose of this exercise. Students will respond to a question or writing prompt each week to deepen their understanding of what they are reading and to work on writing skills. So why the heck are you doing this? Well, it's going to deepen your understanding of what you're reading in IR, so you're not just being a surface reader. And you're going to work on writing skills, which everybody can work on. Remember Beethoven? Even when he was writing his scores, he had to revise. It wasn't perfect at first. Learnings. By doing these weekly paragraphs or these weekly writings, students will practice leveraging their love for reading to develop their writing skills. Lots of students love reading, but they're not so confident about writing. You're going to use your love for reading to improve your writing. Students will practice writing a complete and thorough paragraph. I have a lot of 6th grade students that are like, I don't know when a paragraph is done. Well, we're going to practice strategies for knowing that you got everything you need in a paragraph. Students will practice writing an organized paragraph that is concise and clearly expresses their ideas. I have a lot of students that say, I have all the ideas in my head, but I just don't know how to get it down on paper. You're going to be practicing that, and the only way you get better is by writing more and writing. Students will practice responding to what they read with creative and complex thinking. This should be the fun part. This is where you're taking those books that you love and digging deep into them. Why did those authors sit down and actually write these books? Believe it or not, there's layers like an onion to a lot of these books, especially the great ones. Students will practice using a variety of sentence structures to develop a paragraph that is interesting to read. So, good writers use simple, compound, complex sentences. They make the reader bounce around their paragraph, and by doing so, you keep the reader engaged. Finally, writing with accurate mechanics, usage, and grammar is something you're going to practice, and that's called MUG. You're putting punctuation in the right place. You're capitalizing. You're using precise language. You're putting words in the right order. You're putting sentences in the right order so they make sense and they're fluid. You don't want the reader thinking about your mechanics or your grammar or how you're using sentences and words. You want them just to get the ideas. So making things flow. All right, some helpful hints for writing. In 6th grade, we use, for paragraph writing, TSC. T, topic sentence. S, supporting details. C, concluding sentence. What the heck is a topic sentence? Well, it's a single sentence that provides an opinion about the topic. It includes the name of the topic, always, and makes a claim about the topic or states an opinion. So you make an opinion. You tell somebody how you feel about something. You don't need to necessarily have facts. Matter of fact, in a topic sentence, don't give a fact. Give an opinion. Here's my example. It's from Salt. Salt by Helen Frost is a wonderful reminder of what happens when contrasting worldviews collide at a time where different cultures make contact with each other. So I'm stating an opinion. I'm telling you it's a wonderful reminder. Somebody could disagree with me, but I'm hoping with my facts in the supporting details, I can prove them wrong. Supporting details. A series of facts or examples that support the claim made or opinion stated in the topic sentence. I said it was a wonderful reminder of when contrasting worldviews collide, right? Well, here's the evidence from the reading that I use. Salt is a valuable resource. Yes, that's in the reading. It develops naturally. Yes, that's in the book. Miami have been harvesting it for centuries. Yes, that's in the book. Salt is a gift from the earth. Yes, the Miami talk about that. White settlers turn it into a commodity and sell it. In other words, a commodity is something sold in a store. Yes, they do that in the book. Settlers use more than they need. Yes, they do that in the book because they try to take it and then sell it. So they want to get as much of it in the store as possible. Settlers deny the Miami access to the salt. Yes, they do this at the trading post when the Miami come in and ask for it because they want to keep it for themselves, when really it's something that occurs naturally. So these are just the facts I'm going to use. I'm going to turn these into sentences, but this is all evidence from the reading. It's not just kind of general statements about the book. I use real facts of what happened in the story. Finally, concluding sentence, a single sentence that reminds the reader about the topic and the author's feelings about the topic. It often includes a related idea that expands the reader's reader's understanding of the topic, but its primary function is to summarize the paragraph in a single sentence. So notice my examples similar to my topic sentence, but might give a little bit more because I'm summarizing my ideas. The fact that the white settlers refused to sell the Miami salt demonstrates the collision of two worldviews. That comes from my topic sentence. But the Miami and this whole salt thing and refusing to sell it, the settlers doing that, that comes from my supporting details. So I'll start again. The fact that the white settlers refused to sell the Miami salt demonstrates the collision of two worldviews. For the Miami believe resources are meant to be respected and shared, while the white settlers believe the Earth's gifts exist to be used for personal gain. So two worldviews colliding, right? And also, I'm showing you how Helen Frost's book is a wonderful reminder of two worldviews colliding. All right, transition words need to appear in your paragraph, and this just exists to give you some examples of them. And you should use them at the beginning of sentences. That's where they should occur, because they get you from one sentence to another. Here's some examples. Therefore, as a result, great one to use for your concluding sentence, concluding sentence. Moreover, first, second, third, lastly, comma, for example, comma, however, comma. Notice they always have a comma after them because then a complete sentence comes after it. Another one might be in conclusion or in summary. These are all great ways to transition from one sentence to the next, and it moves you through the paragraph. Other helpful hint, use simple, complex, compound sentences. I've given you examples. Simple sentence, salt is a valuable substance. Complex, here's that salt is a valuable substance, but let's see the baby sentence that comes up front. Because it preserves meat, this can't stand on its own. I need more. Salt is a valuable substance. And notice I separate it with a comma. Here's a compound, two sentences smashed together with a conjunction or a fanboy and a comma. Here's the first sentence, salt is a valuable substance. Here's the second sentence, it preserves meat. Those can stand on their own, but I want to put them together. Salt is a valuable substance, comma, for it preserves meat. There's that comma conjunction that serves as the glue. Use all three of these, and you need to think about that until it becomes habit to use all three of these in your writing. I'll be looking for you using all three of these. I'll be looking for you using these transition words. Assignment details. Almost every week on Friday, students will receive and write down a writing prompt provided by their teacher. I'm going to give you a writing prompt each week. You're going to put a date for the journal entry, and then you're going to respond to the writing prompt in class, and if it carries over, maybe at home over the weekend, but you will be given time in class on that during that kind of IR time. Here's the rubric. So it's out of 10 points, and it's going to go into the writing category or the writing grading category, which is, I believe, 10% of your grade, or sorry, 15% of your grade. And organization of ideas. Ideas are clear, 1 point. There's a topic sentence, 1 point. There are supporting details that are arranged in an order where it makes sense. That's what optimal order means. It's in the correct order, 1 point. There's a concluding sentence, 1 point. Content is complete and thorough, 3 points. Use at least 2 transition words. Here's the transition words. That's 1 point. Sentence variation. You're using simple, compound, and complex sentences. 1 point. And finally, 3 or fewer mistakes in mechanics, usage, and grammar. 1 point. So capitalization, end punctuation, commas, etc. Those all need to be in the right place or used properly. Okay, I've given you a teacher example. Here's the date. 10/26/18. I've written down the prompt or the question. What is one lesson you have learned from your current book, my current book, Salt, and what evidence from the novel shows the reader that this is the lesson? You're going to answer the same question next. Okay, but here's my example. Salt by Helen Frost is a wonderful reminder of what happens when contrasting worldviews collide at a time where different cultures make contact with each other. That's my topic sentence. Supporting details in red. Notice they're going to support my claim that it's a wonderful reminder of contrasting worldviews colliding. Salt is a valuable resource, for it serves many purposes. It is used for preserving food and cleaning. It develops naturally in an area close to the fort. The Miami have been harvesting it responsibly, never taking too much, for centuries. To them, salt is a gift provided by the earth, and it should be respected and shared. The white settlers turn it into a commodity and sell it at the general store, serving the people living in and around the fort. Therefore, They use more than they need so they can sell it. At a crucial moment, they deny the Miami access to this valuable substance. So just the way that the settlers treat salt and the Miami treat salt, you see two worldviews colliding. The Miami think it should be shared and respected and not used too much. The settlers believe that you should harvest as much as possible, put it into boxes and sell it. Then I have my concluding sentence. The fact that the white settlers refused to sell the Miami salt demonstrates the collision of two worldviews. I'm summing all this up. For the Miami believe resources are meant to be respected and shared, while the white settlers believe the earth's gifts exist to be used for personal gain. So there is a nice complete complete paragraph with all the ideas and things that you need. Here's your task, ladies and gentlemen. On this same post on Classroom, you are going to click on a copy of a Google Doc that's going to make a copy of this for you. So everybody has their own copy. It's already dated 10/26/18, which is this Friday, or the Friday you're watching this video. And it's got the same question. What is one lesson you have learned from your current IR book? Okay? And what evidence from the novel shows the reader that this is the lesson? So you need to include evidence from the reading, just like I used evidence from salt to back up my claim. You can highlight over start typing response here and start typing right here. On Monday, I will be checking your paragraphs. All right. If you have questions, email me over the weekend. Good luck.